경기장 도시형.
And here we are on Shattered Temple. It is a ZVZ now played out between Liquid TLO spawning as our blue Zerg at the left position on Shattered Temple. His opponent down at the 6 o'clock. That is our red Zerg player, AnnYeong.Prime.
Yep, so a little bit of ZVZ action here on the Shattered Temple. And the Overlords are going to find each other pretty quickly here, I think.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, TLO actually sending his cross position, too. So just kind of keeping his position hidden for a little bit longer if they are close by air.
You know, that's kind of interesting. I mean, maybe he's doing that because, you know, his opponent will go. And look at that. Used to, you know, kind of being a Terran player and the time to go ahead and scout for an Overlord so he knows right where his opponent's at. But, you know, if he doesn't find that Overlord there, then he can continue sending that Overlord to his opponent's base and get a quicker read on them without a drone. Kind of cool.
Yeah, pretty neat. And there are no close positions, so it does kind of tell him, you know, exactly where his opponent is, too. So it is nice to get that Overlord there. Floating above, counting the Zerglings, being glad that he doesn't have to fight, but then sometimes getting killed by a queen if he's not paying attention. So
that's true, but I always love...
It can't be fun for Overlords.
But I love when you have the little Overlord conventions out in the middle of a map in a ZVZ because no one's going to expose their queens out, you know, here, for example.
And then the mutas come out and kill them all.
All right, break it up, guys. What's all this, then?
Looks like it's going to be a hatch first from TLO. And, yeah, hatch first for AnnYeong as well. So, hatchery first builds from both of these guys are going to play a little bit of a longer game here.
15 hatch versus a 14 hatch, as TLO put up the 15 hatch, but no real difference thus far. And it is ZVZ action on Shattered Temple with a little bit wider choke there as well. A lot of units can flood in very quickly. And let's see here. Is AnnYeong going ahead and getting his gas? TLO putting up a pool first.
Yep. So TLO opting for the earlier speed, or not earlier speed. That's actually AnnYeong.Prime who's going to go for the earlier speed here with the gas. TLO opting for the earlier Lings and Queen instead, I would imagine.
Yeah, it looks like he's putting up his extractor a little bit afterwards, so not waiting on that for a very long time like some players will. But he'll still have enough resources for a couple queens here in a bit. His Overlord's checking everything out right now. He's got 2 Overlords at his opponent's base. Oh boy, slow units at the beginning of a ZVZ. So fun.
Yeah, well, it's kind of it's interesting, the dichotomy between the super slow Overlords, or the comparison, I guess you could say, the super slow Overlords and the super fast Zerglings.
Yeah, actually.
Got the little both worlds.
I suppose that makes up for it. Yes, completely. Zerg players, don't get mad at me. Let's see here. 2 queens coming out for both players now. TLO, of course, a little bit ahead because he put up his spawning pool first, but he's back behind on his Zergling speed and has not produced any Zerglings to speak of quite yet, whereas his opponent, he's got 8 of them coming up with speed.
Yeah, all right. Well, TLO, I mean, still definitely could hold any sort of little aggression off from his opponent right now. You've got drones, you've got your queens, you should be fine there. And a Baneling Nest from AnnYeong.Prime as well. Normally when you go hatch first, you want to get a Baneling Nest anyway, but if your opponent goes hatch first, then there's kind of this gray area where it's like, well, I could maybe use it, but then again, I may not need it. But AnnYeong can certainly be aggressive with it as well. So.
Ooh, it looks like he's just going to try and take out the Spine Crawler. TLO actually pushing those Lings away, so a couple of lost Lings for AnnYeong for no apparent gain quite yet, and it looks like TLO is just going to continue trying to defend. He may lose a couple of drones. No, actually. Operating pretty well with his defense, and he's tracked those Zerglings.
Wow, I got to say, I'm a little bit surprised by AnnYeong.Prime here. Being a little bit too risky there with the Zerglings. And I think he thought he could cause TLO to cancel that Spine Crawler, and it did get a little bit close, but still, normally that's not a move you see a lot of Zerg players make, and that Spine Crawler is like, I've had enough of this, man. I'm going to walk all the way to the enemy base. I'm going to tell them what I think about them trying to kill me when I'm morphing. Just wait till all right, never mind. I'm rethinking my life now. This is a bad idea.
Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. It looks like, no, Spine Crawler, don't get trapped.
It's about to become a very sad story.
Hair back there in the wind, but unfortunately, TLO's not going to be able to set that down. That's actually kind of big here. You would have killed a few more Lings and possibly turned the tide.
Big mistake there by TLO. Oh, and he sees the Banelings morphing as well. So AnnYeong.Prime getting in here, and he might be able to kill a queen.
Oh, Baneling coming up for TLO!
What?
Oh! 1 hit point and dies. Doesn't use the Baneling and loses the queen.
He could have saved his queen there, too. TLO making some pretty big errors already in this game, unfortunately. And now he's going to be moving out with those Banelings, but AnnYeong.Prime has Banelings of his own coming out. So TLO, I don't think is going to be able to do a whole lot of damage with this. But, you know, ZVZ, like that picture says, is like a knife fight. You never know when you're going to get stabbed. You got to be careful. It's fast. It's furious.
Oh, Baneling making its way up. TLO just outside of the range there. Looks like he may get a couple of his Banelings detonated on his own, though. 1 for 1 there. Looks like a couple more units going down. A lot of spread out action at the moment. TLO isn't able to get into the middle line with any of his own Banelings, though. Don't forget, though, at the beginning of this game, 4 Zerglings killed there by that one Baneling. At the beginning of this game, AnnYeong threw away 8 Zerglings for no gain, so the losses from TLO helping to equalize that. But, nice. Just 2 Zerglings killed there, so nice for TLO.
Yep, more Banelings for TLO as well. He does have a little bit of a supply advantage right now, which in ZVZ can make a bit of a difference here. And wow, nice shot picking off that Zergling. That was picking off the Banelings. And is TLO going to get in there?
Oh, looks like he's trying to just run his way through. Kills a lot of Lings with that one, forcing a lot of drones off of the line as well. Does get that good burst that we were looking for. Those drones are very, very low. Banelings running up, though, for AnnYeong, and he's killing a few units of his own. A very back-and-forth tug-of-war struggle here.
And if TLO gets in that natural mineral line, he could definitely kill some drones, too. All of them at such low health. Oh, look at this. More Banelings coming in right now.
Oh, looks like he's just going to go right into the main. Are any units being pulled off of the line yet? No, not yet. Here come the Banelings.
Oh, my gosh. AnnYeong not reacting.
Wow. Waiting so long on that, and he had just lost so many workers.
Oh, man. Huge mistake by AnnYeong.Prime.
Wow.
Yeah, losing 10 drones there to that, or close enough anyway.
Yeah.
TLO dominating his mineral line right now as well. Oh, and he's going to pick off the injured ones as well.
Yes, he is.
Doesn't even need to use hold position. Now he does. Yeah, the Zerglings coming in. But back in the main are the Banelings still causing problems. Oh, he's going to get even more.
Oh, yeah, 3 more workers going down. He's killed 14 this whole time.
52 supply to 27 right now for TLO. Jeez, this is not going well at all.
No, he can't just attack those Banelings, but he can pick them off pretty liberally.
Yeah.
And look at that, just 1 Baneling remaining. More Banelings morphing in now for TLO. He's in a good spot.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it started off a little bit rocky here, but he has really come through with the amount of control he's had and everything like that. And this should be enough to finish the game right here.
Okay, well, he's going to make his way in. Softens up all of those Banelings, but he has nothing to follow that up with. And bye-bye first round of workers. Bye-bye second round as well. 27 workers killed. 15 supply to 52. TLO has just won his 3rd game in a row.
No kidding. TLO tying Marine King in the number of games won in this match. Wow, playing like a boss.